The Apex 300 has no USB ports. That's number 7 on this list of 7, and it's the cheapest tell of all. Bluetti built a flagship power station, then charged you extra for the ports that every $100 unit already includes. You've seen the two names, the Elite 300 and the Apex 300, sitting side by side, sounding like twins. They're not twins. One's a sealed portable you can never expand, the other's a home backup hub that shows up half-dressed. And across both of them, Bluetti keeps doing the same quiet thing with its numbers. So here's the real picture. The sticker gaps that cost you, the units that actually earn their price, and the one question that settles it at checkout. Back to those missing ports. If you've owned any power station, you plug a phone straight into it. USB-C, USB-A, done, the Apex skips them at the base. To get USB and 12-volt back, you buy a separate box called the Hub D1. That's the whole design philosophy in miniature. The base unit looks cheaper on the shelf, but the ecosystem quietly bills you for the rest. Remember that word, ecosystem, it comes back. Number 6 is the number you actually shop on. Watt hours. The Elite 300 says 3014. The Apex says roughly 2765. Those are cell-level figures. At the wall outlet, independent bench tests from reviewers like the Solar Lab and Trusted Reviews land closer to 85%. So the Elite hands you around 2,500 real watt-hours, and the Apex a little less. That gap isn't a scandal, because every brand on the shelf does it. But it's the difference between the box math and your extension cord, and Bluetti prints the box math. Put it in real terms. That missing slice is your fridge for a few extra hours in an outage. So it's worth knowing before you count on it. Number 5 is the line you've already heard. Same cells as the cheap one, new shell. It's half true, but the half that's false will get you corrected in the comments before lunch. The older, a C180 and a C70, use cylindrical cells. The new Elite and Apex use prismatic, automotive-grade cells, a completely different physical format. And the actual supplier? Undisclosed, nobody has posted a teardown that names the cell maker on these two units. So anyone swearing it's the exact same cell as a $200 battery is guessing. And honestly, prismatic is arguably the better format here, not a downgrade. So the whole shell story actually cuts the wrong way. The honest version is quieter. Same premium tier, unnamed vendor. Undisclosed, hold on to that word too. Number 4 is the forum gripe you'll hit next. Pass-through charging halves your output. Charge and discharge at the same time, the story goes, and you lose half your power. I went looking for that claim in the manuals and the bench data, and it simply isn't there. What is there, straight from Bluetti's own documentation, is a caution. Running both hard at once makes the pack work twice as hard and run hot, which burns through cycles faster. So the folklore oversells the damage, but the sticker undersells the caveat. Bluetti even tells you to use it sparingly. That's not a company hiding a flaw. But it's not the disaster the forums promise either. The real answer sits in the boring middle, which is exactly where nobody's looking. And that's the thread tying all of this together. The naming, the watt hours, the cells, the pass-through. Every headline number is the best case, and the real one always lives one step downstream. Once you spot the pattern, you can't unsee it. Number 3 is the part that annoys the tinkerers. Some features only unlock through the Bluetti app. Turbocharging, powerlifting, the deeper settings, all of it gated behind an account login. Owners on Google Play flag device name resets and ads sitting on the home screen. The iPhone app, to be fair, holds around 4.5 stars. So it's not bricking your unit, but you don't fully own the settings on a machine you paid a flagship price for. Your call whether that stings. There's no cloud lock for basic use, to be clear. The unit runs fine untethered. But the good stuff lives behind a login you never asked for. Number 2 brings that word back. Ecosystem. The Apex expands with a battery called the B300K. It roughly doubles your capacity, which sounds great, but it also costs, on sale, about what the standalone Apex costs on sale. That's the oldest move in this whole category. The add-on priced like a second machine. It's the reason the top comment on videos like this is always someone furious that the extra battery cost as much as the unit did. This is the kind of thing the box never prints. which is why I started keeping it all in one plain manual of my own. Which brings us to number 1, the biggest number on the entire box. 6,000 cycles. 17 years of life. Here's the part that stops you. Nobody has actually run one that long, because the unit is only a few months old. 6,000 cycles is a lab projection, not a measured result. It might hold up fine, but it's a promise about a decade that nobody has lived through yet. You're not buying 17 years. You're buying Bluetti's math that says 17 years, and math and weather don't always agree. Now, the point was never to scare you off Bluetti, because when you strip the marketing away, this company mostly tells the truth. Owners of the AC180 and the AC70, the cheaper units, routinely measure at or above their rating. SeaWorld clocked the AC180 handing over a real 1,000 watt-hours. Storage Review measured it above 1,000 too. Off-Grid Benchmark and a PH Networks put the AC70 up in the low 90s%. That's honest hardware, and I'll say so plainly. So this isn't a hit piece. It's the real picture. Warts and wins both. So, who should actually buy the new 2? Start with the Elite 300. It's the smallest sealed 3 kilowatt-hour box on the market right now. You get an honest 85% backup switching in under 10 milliseconds and a 5-year warranty. That warranty beats EcoFlow, Jackery, and Anchor outright. The caveat: it does not expand, ever, then the Apex 300. Buy it if you genuinely need 240-volt split-phase power, or a modular system that grows with you. But budget for the Hub D1 and that expansion battery. The sticker price is only the entry fee. And here's the question that ends the argument at the counter. Do you actually need split-phase or expandability? If the answer's no, you have cheaper options. The older Elite 200 V2 or the AC200L. Both hand you that same honest 85%. Less money and no ecosystem tax. And if all you want is portable watt-hours, you can skip the ecosystem entirely. A simpler sealed unit does the same honest job for less. I'd want a real reason before paying the flagship premium, and honestly, most folks don't have one. The lesson under all of it is simple. The number on the box is always the best case. And your only job is to find the real one before you pay. And you can do that now. You've got the pattern. One honest note. Nobody sponsors this, no affiliate links, nobody pays me to name a brand. I wrote the Home Power Owner's Manual after my own dad overpaid for a generator. There's a chapter that decodes rated versus usable capacity and that cycle life number, so you can read any sticker yourself. One wrong box costs you hundreds. This one's $29.99 once. You got today's answer free either way. Scan the code on screen or grab the link in the description. Next, I went looking for where EcoFlow hides the exact same trick, and its expansion battery is where it gets genuinely ugly. If this saved you from overpaying, subscribe, because that's the whole deal here. The Apex still has no USB ports. Now you know why. YouTube lined up 2 videos it thinks you'll like, so click one. And if you made it to the end, subscribe,